out of Southern Miss, the man of the hour, kind enough to call into the Rich Eisen show the day after his big debut on Thursday Night Football. Nick Mullens, it is a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks for having me, Rich.
You bet. So, how you doing?
Doing well. Woke up and spending the morning with my wife at my apartment.
Okay.
Well.
So, what was it like for you? When did you first learn that you were starting that game last night, Nick?
The day before the game. I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to go through the week. I was preparing to start, but I didn't know. And then before the game, I learned I was starting, and just had to go do it.
So you got an inkling of the possibility on Wednesday, but truly did not know you were going to start until, 90 minutes before, for real?
No, probably a little bit before that, but I was just whenever I was told.
Okay, so you're told, and then you go out, and what did you tell yourself as you trotted out onto the field for the first time, and it was a nationally televised game in a big Bay Area rivalry?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was just focus. Focus on what matters, and the only thing that mattered is how we played on the field. And so that's just what I kept telling myself all game long. And I thought we did a great job of staying focused all game long, and it worked out well for us.
And how did Shanahan coach you up throughout the process, Nick? What was that coach-quarterback relationship like?
He was great. He obviously he really didn't change the playbook, to be honest. I thought that was a cool thing. He let me go command the offense, gave me a lot of freedom, let me make good decisions, and put me in good positions to succeed. So he definitely called a great game and let me have success.
When you say give you freedom, what sort of freedom are you talking about?
He just didn't alter the playbook, and I was very appreciative of that. He had confidence that I knew the system and I was ready to operate, and I was. So I definitely appreciate him believing in me.
Did you check out of a play? Did you go a little Omaha on him last night?
Oh, no, nothing too crazy like that.
So got the play, run the play, and then you were successful more often than not. What was your phone like when you got back to it last night?
It was pretty crowded for sure. I have a lot of people back home that support me, and so that was pretty cool to see. I haven't gone all the way through it yet, and I don't know if I will, but I'm definitely appreciative of all the support that I've gotten and that the whole 49 organization has gotten over these past 24 hours.
So what was the number of texts? What was the number?
500.
No, come on.
Whoa.
You had 500 texts on your phone when you got back to it after Thursday Night Football.
Oh, yes, sir, I did.
Wow. You're a popular guy, Nick Mullens. You are a popular guy. I guess so. Fantastic. Okay, and I noticed that you got emotional with Aaron Andrews afterwards. What was going through your temples when you were talking post-game last night on Fox?
Really just I was glad we got the win. It's everything that we worked for. The season's been a grind so far. And so just the way we worked to get this win was a big moment for our team.
So
I was just really excited we got the win.
But nothing personal about whatever journey you've taken? That struck me as much as a team person that you clearly are, and your teammates' reaction to your success shows that. But nothing personal was going through your mind as you realized you threw 3 touchdowns in a big victory for the 49ers on national television?
I think the biggest personal thing for me was just the fact that I had gotten to the 49ers and wanted to learn the system as much as I could. And I had plenty of time to do that on the practice squad and things like that. And so it was just a matter of time before I got my opportunity, and that's what I kept thinking after the game.
Nick Mullens here on the Rich Eisen Show after throwing for 3 touchdowns in his NFL debut. Passer rating just a little shy of $152 right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What was your draft day like, Nick?
My draft day, the 49ers were my only pre-draft visit. I thought that I would get an opportunity in the NFL, but I didn't know how long it would last. And it was just kind of on me to see how far it could go. So had a couple small free agent offers, but the 49ers liked me from the start, and I have the most respect for them for finding me and liking me the most. And so they gave me a call around the 6th round, and then I just kind of knew I was going to sign with them.
So did you think that you might get a call from the 49ers on draft day? I'm just wondering what it was like for you to have that experience.
Yeah, I think my expectations were to sign as a free agent, and if I got drafted, it would be a really cool surprise, So just had to have some, realistic expectations, I guess you would say. And but I was just thankful for any opportunity I could get.
And so what's your relationship like with Favre, who called in last night? That was a neat moment as well on the NFL Network. I bet you Mariucci hooked that one up, being on the set. What was that like?
Yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. He's obviously a Southern Miss alum too, and we do a good job of keeping in touch and just supporting the Golden Eagle family when we can. He came around a couple times a year in college, and so it was always cool to hear his stories and learn from him and just appreciate his wisdom.
Is that why you wear number 4?
Not really, to be honest. I was number 1 in preseason, and they had a couple numbers, and 4 was just the best option, and it was just a cool coincidence that it's 4 and 4. But it's a cool coincidence.
Well, I'm very glad that your first game experience was not Favre-like. You're aware what his first pass attempt was like in the National Football League, right, Nick?
I believe so.
It was a pick 6. And do you know, completing the Favre trivia portion of our interview here, the first person he completed a pass to in his career? Do you know who that person is?
I do not, to be honest.
Himself. It was tapped back to him. Unbelievable first start. Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Isn't it, though? But I'll tell you what, not nearly as impressive as 3 touchdowns. I mean, is this the stuff of dreams? I'm serious. Like, I know the answer to it, but I'm wondering if this is the stuff that you dreamt about trying to get to the NFL in your journey, Nick.
Yes, sir, it is, because I never knew how far my opportunity would go. So for it to come to this, it's been pretty cool. But it's obviously only one game at the same time. So it was a big-time win. You could say the dreams came true, but there's a lot more stuff that I'd like for this team to accomplish.
And what did it feel for you? I know what it felt like for me to watch it, Nick. Your teammates reacting to your success.
That's why you play the game. I said that after the game, to celebrate with your teammates. We all played great, offense, defense, special teams. We had very little penalties, no turnovers, and just played. It was a great collective team win. And that's what I was most proud of after the game is we play like that, and it's going to lead to a lot more wins. So that was pretty cool to see. Okay.
So what's the rest of your Friday looking like, Nick Mullens, after your big win? I know you're saying you're there with your wife, right? You don't have kids yet, right?
No, sir, I don't.
I don't want to rush it yet. Okay. Did I hear a dog in the background?
Oh, you did. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't, Nick. You have no idea what we've heard in the background in the history of this show. What dog do you have?
I have a red golden doodle.
Okay, red golden doodle. Is it named Favre? Did you name the dog?
No, sir. No, sir. It's not.
What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Scout.
Scout. Your wife named the dog, Nick?
She did.
You got to, yeah. Well, go, Brockman. That's a great line. You said it. Say it yourself.
Nick, you're going to have to change it to starter now that you're the starter.
Yeah.
You went from scout team to starter.
Yes.
There you go.
Name it starter. And are you aware that you got verified on Twitter during your performance, Nick?
Yes, sir. That's what they notified me after the game.
Okay. Well, you certainly are blue check mark verified in the National Football League after last night, Nick. Thanks for calling in. I know, again, like I said, it's just one game, and you hope to have many more like that. But it was just amazing to witness. And I honestly did not know what to expect from you, and you exceeded it. So congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
You bet. So you're going to go out to lunch, dinner? What do you got on Friday now? What do you got now?
Yeah, probably so. Just grab some lunch and head up to the facility at some point and just go along with the weekend.
Okay, Nick. Go for it. Maybe we'll see you out there next Sunday. We'll check it out.
All right, good deal.
Thanks for calling in. That's Nick Mullens, at Nick Mullens on Twitter. How many followers does he have right now?
He's currently at 27.6 thousand.
Do we know what he was like
and
before
rising.
the game?
I don't know that.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.